absolutely right. It should be.
They should be heating up because this is going to get crazy.
Yes, sir.
Ooh-wee. Chris Mack and the University of Louisville agreed on a $4.8 million buyout. Matt gone.
Mack is gone. He
Said
gone.
he said he
Done
ain't bitter.
done. He done.
Said he ain't bitter.
Right. Right. But you know what? The thing about hey, you can look at it two ways. You can salute your hit because to him because he did take the basically hey, I have nothing against nothing but love,
Yeah.
all this kind of
Took
stuff.
the high road.
Right. But did you really take the high road? Because my thing is you quit on your players.
That
Like
too.
you, granted, you can say, well, they quit. Well, you quit. You quit before them, really. You really quit. I mean, you saved the university. You know what I'm saying? Because he was getting $4 million a year, right?
Yeah.
So basically, man, you saved them. You know what I'm saying? Basically, 8 mil.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, shout out to you, man, for that. That helped. That helps Louisville in the search, and then they spread it out. It ain't like he get 4.8 like here
exactly.
You go.
Right.
So
right.
that is good. But what happened to the Chris Mack that was a fighter? I mean, the dude was like in his little interview type stuff.
Yeah.
He was just like
he was
done.
he was very nonchalant about it.
Like, I'm done, dog. I don't want to talk about that. I'm good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And like what he say is almost like he took a jab. Like they asked him, "Did you get the chance to tell the players?" And he was basically like, "They knew already."
They knew.
He said, "I wish I could have told them."
Right.
They knew.
That social media.
Yeah,
they knew. You best believe
they
was blowing up and probably texting him. What's going on, coach?
Right.
Are you really gone? Like you look, you quitting on us type stuff
again.
Right. So hey, that right there though.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad though. Bye. It didn't work.
Right.
I'm glad. He's a millionaire.
Absolutely.
He'll get a coaching job somewhere else, low division. You know what I'm saying? Mid major, whatever.
Right.
Bounce his way up, but it almost sounds like he's like done.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's how his body language and that's how he looked. That's what. Yeah.
It's like,
it looked like he's like, I don't even want to do this no more.
Right, like I'm tired.
I'm sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I just go on the ESPN and see him.
I'm filthy rich anyway.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? I'm good, and if I ever get the desire, I'm still young enough. To get back in it.
I think he'll sit the rest of this year out, think about what he want to do with his life.
Yeah,
because he looked like he's hurt too.
Oh yeah,
like he's hurt.
The coach, like they said, because he tried to separate it because he was like, well, the coach is disappointed, whatever, but Chris Mack is gonna be fine. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So any coach that's, every coach is competitive. So
yes,
you basically could not get the job done. Oh, you hurt. You hurt. Yeah, you're definitely hurt, dude. It's like, dude, Kenny. I mean, he had on some other kind of pearl. You had Kenny Klein, who's dude was looking over his shoulder, make sure he ain't saying nothing crazy.
Crazy. He has his name Bengals hat on.
Yeah, so he's going.
Yeah,
and I would too. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Nothing else
to do. And the crazy thing is, these girls, you know what I'm saying? They go. I think they go to Mercy or something like that. One of the private schools or presentation. They love the school. So now it's like, do we stay here?
Right.
Because she's from her. Do we keep our house? We can definitely afford it. You know what I'm saying? And, have this our base, and we can still do, and I can still because if I do TV, I can still live here and do whatever. So I love the point that he didn't burn no bridges with that point.
Exactly.
Now, as far as coaching, you burn bridges.
Yeah.
But as far as in the community, it's like, hey, dude, I'd save your money. I'm good. I love it there.
Exactly.
Yada, yada, yada.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. So,
yeah, he might as well.
What's up, coach? How you doing? So he just like, I'm good. But I'm like, I can see him. But see, he's so young. I can see him chilling, like you said, chilling for the course of the rest of this season.
Yeah.
If I can chill one more year, till he'd be like, you know what? Okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Come on, girls. Let's get up out of here. We did our thing. Sell the house. We gone. Woo.
Yeah, I know it's just that type of situation, brother. That's it. Next man up. Because Chris, that's dating Chris.
And now McGeese gets to now that and that's the thing before we get into like some candidates and stuff like that. Now I done heard some crazy. I ain't gonna say crazy. They're like, what if McGeese just go ahead and go on a magical run,
right? Just go crazy, go crazy, yeah. It's a lot of wishful thinking out here, ain't it?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Dude, for real. Now, don't get me wrong. We know they played hard for him. That what I'm saying, in the first 6 games or whatever he did.
Yeah.
If these guys, now this is crazy. I ain't gonna say magical run, go to NCAA, all that kind of stuff. But this say it's like 11 games left. If these cats go 7-4, something like that, then they quit.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Because this is the heart of of the schedule. It ain't like it's really easy games.
Exactly.
And they're not favoring any. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what are y'all doing?
Right.
You got Duke right up there. You got North Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
If that's even a close game this weekend.
There's a problem. Like,
that's even close.
Because we know, when you know basketball and you see basketball, you know pretty much that, okay, all right, you don't have no alpha NBA player, but you got good enough players to win some games. And if they do that kind of stuff, then they definitely quit on their coach.
Because like you said, you ain't lying because you got North Carolina after Duke, North Carolina, Syracuse, Notre Dame, Miami, Clemson, North Carolina again, Wake Forest,
who you barely beat.
Right. Then you got Virginia Tech, and then Virginia at the end of the year.
Yeah, Virginia Tech is good at home.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, they're not favoring nothing.
That would be amazing if, dude. Just okay. Let's say this real quick, people. Let's say this. You get North Carolina once, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Right.
You get North Carolina once, and you probably get another good team once. You know what I'm saying? Then would you be able to say that? Still be able to say that? Oh, y'all quit on Mack?
If they come out with a 6-5, it's a quit job.
Okay.
If you win majority of the game, like 6-5, or win a record in this stretch, and then if you had Mack, they weren't gonna be like this. They was probably gonna lose every game. Then you quit.
That's crazy.
Because this is harder schedule. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no easy schedule. And the thing about it is, majority of the fans think they can do it because majority of fans know that, okay, Mack quit. He's totally frustrated. But majority of fans like these players don't quit too.
Right.
So it's like, dude, I understand you upset and all this kind of stuff, but quitting? Like, y'all quit on each other type shit.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and say, okay, dude, and I've been in situations where coaches suck and like, hey, I'm trying to get my numbers and stuff like that.
Right.
But also you do come to the realization that these are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to play for them too. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. My thing is this. When we see Rose and JJ, we ain't seen JJ since good times. You know what I'm saying? We ain't seen JJ since good times.
Oh, not since good times, brother.
So it's like, does he get to finally come off the pain?
Right.
Dude, the one walk on with the Mohawk, I can't think of his name. He done played as many minutes as games as JJ.
Right.
So it's like, what's going on, man? I'm gonna tell you, I got the thing right here. I got it right. Brad Colbert.
Okay. Yeah.
Brad Colbert has played in. Let me see. But they say he only got one game, so hopefully your boy done played more than one game. Because I know he brought him in early. Maybe that kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
But hold on. What JJ did? I know it can't be that many more games.
Nah.
3.
Yep.
3. Come on now.
Let's get crazy.
Come on now. And the 3 games were Southeast Louisiana and Furman and Southern. Last time he played was December the 14th in a 26 game blowout, right? Before that, he went a month before playing, 11-12. Then the beginning of the season, 11-9, first game of the season. What? It can't get get any worse. I mean, like, dude, he's not bad. Like, dude, I mean, like, okay, you may not like what he's done. Maybe he ain't working hard or whatever in practice or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you thought maybe he's out of position, you know what I'm saying? Like, a dude can shoot the three. He can do it all. And when you playing favoritism and playing Jalen Withers, who didn't deserve a lick of the dime,
right?
Scared to death, kept Malik out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, can't get any worse, right?
They can't.
So why wouldn't you?
They can't. I'm with you with that one.
Why wouldn't you, bro? I mean, that him and Big Rose, he promised after I forgot what game it is. Roosevelt Willer was going to play and was going to be the backup center to Malik. That never transpired.
We're going to.
They said when Roosevelt in Monday's game, I think he only played like 8 minutes or something.
Yeah.
They said in them 18 minutes and stuff like that, Louisville outscored them. By the time he was out there, outscored them something crazy. I don't know if it was 12-2, something crazy. They're like, why wouldn't you leave him in the game? But like, when things moving good when he's in the game.
Right.
Okay, you quit. Yes. So now, Pagese, good luck, my man.
Right. Good luck.
My man.
Good luck. That's all they can say to you. Good luck.
Good luck. And actually, I love the rallying cry as far as, hey fans, the one guy y'all wanted out, he gone. So go ahead and support the kiddos.
He gone.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He gone. So go ahead and say, hey, let's support the kids. Let's show the next coach, whoever that's going to be, you know, hey, we still compact this, even though. And the thing about it is, you still got to win the season. You're 11-9. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to the NCAA. Right. Maybe get on NIT. I don't know. But my whole thing, this is what bothers me. When you bring these grad transfers, yes, like Bump said, and like you and I talk about all the time, I'd rather have a 4-year player. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. But these kids came here to help get to a place that you ain't been in a while. Exactly. So you talking about 6 months of, their 1 year is thrown away, right?
Gone.
So that's why it's like, hey, if y'all have any machismo in you, y'all need to rally up like all y'all, like, that's us against the world. Now let's ball.
You're absolutely right.
And Bagese got to say the same thing, man. Mm-hmm. I ain't going to be here next year.
Right.
5 or 6 or 7, 8. Most of y'all may not be either. So let's go out and have fun and play together.
Yep.
And let's move on from this. Pretty much. Some of y'all who may have a chance to come back, y'all came here. I mean, the relationship y'all have with me, but ultimately it's Louisville basketball. Exactly. Have a chance to shine. You may still have that chance, but some of y'all is done.
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 Jeez.
So let's go on and get in. I got a list of candidates, man. The first one, man, is Kenny Payne.
Yes, sir.
Should put the name up there, but y'all should know that by now. Mr. Kenny Payne, you know what I'm saying, former Louisville player, won a championship with Louisville. The 86 team, right? Mm-hmm. This is the one that everybody, as far as, I ain't going to say everybody, some of the former players wanted him to get a look. And he didn't when Mack got hired. So some of them was kind of mad on that situation. Right. Has ties. He played NBA. Mm-hmm. He coached at Oregon. Was one of the lead recruiters, helped bring a lot of talent there. Went to Kentucky. Some people got mad and upset, which, I didn't like it either. But how can you not like it when at that time you got Rick Pitino, who's a former coach for Kentucky, but you turned him off?
Exactly.
Woo! Wow! I mean that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that's that one. Woo!
Right.
So when he was at Kentucky, everybody know that he did some magical recruiting. I still don't know how he got Terrence, what is his last name? And I can just see him right there. He had him change his commit. He was ready to go to like Washington.
Right.
He changed his commitment in a heartbeat. Had a phone call. Kenny Payne said, "Come on, Titus his name because he played in the league in a little bit,
right?
And he's still all of them are still young. But anyway, he was a forward, so he recruited a lot of these players, and actually he used to work with the big men. And Kentucky has some successful big men,
right?
And lately, besides Oscar, was Oscar anywhere he was going? There wasn't no Kentucky development. That was him.
That was him. Right.
So he has some success, and he's actually, helping the Knicks out. Started last year at 20, so they brought him in to help with the big man. He's an NBA. We know he can recruit.
Yep.
He haven't had a head coaching job. He has ties with Nike up and through. Former players are beating the drum, wants him to come because they think he can do it, that they can qualify, they can bring it back. I think he's going to be a strong contender.
Strong contender.
For real. And I'm saying, like, if he does, I really hope that he surround himself with a great staff. Somebody who's got knowledge and everything to help him out with that. I think that definitely would be needed, big time.
Right.
Brother Bun, what you got? Key starts pressing the whole game. This is audition for him. Yeah, for his next job. Right, you hit on the head. He needs to for his next job. If he wants to win, the fan base accept the whole thing, holding the defense to play the little ball. Yeah. No. I'm talking about for Kentucky, not Terrence Jennings. I'm talking about Kenny Payne recruited Terrence. Can't think of his name. For Kentucky, it was McDonald's All-American who was going to actually University of Washington and changed his mind. But anyway, Kenny Payne, he's like 1A. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's like definitely 1A. If I'm just saying, like, I'm not sold on you had to play her.
Right, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But I'm not sold against him getting it.
Right.
I'm intrigued. I mean, I would like to have World Wide West help us get recruits.
Yeah.
I would like us switch from Adidas, and I got a ton of Adidas stuff, to Nike. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have that privilege where these kids only go to Nike schools. And most of them are the top 25 players in the country. So I would love to have that. Do I think he can bring some people? Yes. Big time. I mean, yeah. But you're going to have to be able to coach. You know what Louisville basketball about. I mean, he knows that. He knows that.
Right.
And then why not stick it to the man? Kentucky don't want Kenny Payne at Louisville.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now. They don't want that. Big time. So I think he's 1A. You know what I'm saying? I know he's 1A, 1B, whatever.
Yeah.
Next up, Mr. Bruce Pearl.
Bruce Pearls.
Yeah. He's, you know what, though? He has that character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Personality.
Yes.
He has that personality. Right. You know what I'm saying? He's like that Rick Pitino on him. You know what I'm saying? He's animated.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't bite his words and stuff like that. Yeah. He's like, hey, he's in you and all this kind of stuff. So he's right there. Yes, he done had his hand caught in the cookie jar several times, which a lot of coaches has. I hate to say it. I ain't saying everybody.
Right.
A lot of people are. He's got Auburn, who basically is not a basketball school. I mean, when you think about Auburn, you think about probably two players, right? Chuck, and the other Chuck Person and him. You know what I'm saying? Charles Barkley and Chuck Person. Like, those are the ones you think about, right? So that's football school.
Right.
So he's winning. They got the number one ranking first time in history. So, he pressed. He's not scared of calling another team out. You know what I'm saying? They press all game long. They shoot threes. Fast breaking. They do run some offense. I don't want to scare people like how we thought we would see it.
Right.
The offense. So he does run offense. He does that. And he's a colorful character.
Yeah. Like you said, personality.
Yeah. He's not going to be scared. He ain't going to back down or nothing. You know what I'm saying? So And I think he's 1A, 1B. You know what I'm saying? I think it's they're two. Those are the first calls you're probably going to make. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the thing about it is Bruce has the coaching experience.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he was at Tennessee. Yeah, he was at Auburn. So, he was at Milwaukee, Southern Indiana. So, he was an Iowa assistant until I think he read it out on somebody on the program. We got the call. He's number 61. That's still young for coaching.
Yeah.
And, he's hungry.
Right.
He wants a chef. He wants resources. Yes, Auburn has resources. Football.
Right.
Basketball, you ain't really got to win nothing down there. You ain't got to win nothing down there. Come on, man. You ain't got to win.
Still a cute job.
Yeah, you ain't got to win. You know what I'm saying? Just do enough. Do enough. You know what I'm saying? You all right. You all right, Bump. You all good about that, man. I just can't think of his name, and I know
he said it was Terrence Jones.
Jones. Yes. Jones. Yeah. That was him. He got him up out of there with a phone call. Them numbers must have been nice. Numbers had to be great, right?
Right.
Come on out of here with that. I'm going to need some of that. Big time.
Absolutely.
Next one's kind of intriguing. Mr. Nate Oates, he's the coach of Alabama. That's another team that you ain't got to win.
Just do enough.
Yeah, do enough. You ain't got to win. I mean, come on. This is about keeping it honest, right?
Right, absolutely.
Keeping it 100. And you ain't got to win, right? And, had a hell of a year last year in Alabama.
He did. It was
this year, it's okay. It ain't like how it should be. I don't know. They lose some games they probably shouldn't. But nice style.
Mm-hmm.
These coaches right here, him and Bruce Pearl, they run and press, shoot threes.
Right.
Who's that like? I mean, come on. Now, what worries me is that, don't get me wrong, he's done had, Colin Sexton. He had another great guard down there that just went pro first round too last year. So, I mean, he can recruit. And you keep your style.
Right.
Keep your style. Don't come here and change. Like we said, if you talk about, hey, man, we're going to play a pack don't even worry about it. Keep going. Keep going. We don't want to hear all that. Mr. Oates, he coached Buffalo when they was on that good run in the NCAA and stuff like that, and had the other stuff. And then, of course, Alabama. So he's lighting the pants. He ain't up but 47 years old. Be 48 this year. So, energetic. He's moving on the sidelines too. But like I said, the style of play is great. So, but you're going to have to recruit.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying you not. I mean, you done recruited some players at Alabama, but besides Sexton and that other guy I can't even think who's got drafted this year, you're going to have to recruit, man. I mean, that's what I think Mack's shortcomings was. You did have some. You had Samuel Williamson, you know what I'm saying? David Johnson, you had to re-recruit him.
Right.
All that kind of stuff. But you're going to have to recruit to bring players. You can't have it where Xavier level. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Don't get wrong. There's some diamonds in the rough that become, they play Xavier. They was better than Lowell players. Yes. Right. Development and things like that. You didn't see no development here.
Right.
Dudes, if you was good here. You was good.
Right.
It wasn't because no development. I mean, I ain't see that. So you got to have that whole kit and caboodle. Plus, like I say, hot name. I had a great year last year, so all that kind of stuff. People always want to fascinate ourselves with NBA. Eric Musselman, you know what I'm saying? Arkansas has done a great job down there. Plus, he's got tons of experience with NBA, you know what I'm saying, from coaching and things like that. His dad was a coach in the NBA. So, he has a fun style too, up and down, three-pointers, press you, all that stuff because they know how to utilize those their players, you know what I'm saying? They know how to do that. So that right there is intriguing because I'm looking at styles of play, and we all hunger for pressing.
Mm-hmm.
Get in you. Do whatever. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. And the thing about it is, people don't understand. They never say that. They're like, well, Rick's team pressed. Well, Rick's team was different. Kentucky team, he pressed.
Right.
He pressed the hell out of you. Louisville's team, he had more of a man-to-man pressure. He pressed a little bit, but it was more of Peyton and them was dogging you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Francisco and them was like that. They do that kind of stuff and they press some, whatever. It wasn't a whole game. But then as he got Ralph Willard, he brought in, let's go into this zone that morphs into a man, that morphs into a zone. It starts being smart with it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. X and O's with Ralph Willard. So you didn't know what they was playing, so it was confusing you to death like that, right? So, that right there, it was different. Just keeping entertained at this spring football. Yeah, well, they gonna do it. That's for sure. But I don't think, you gotta think Louisville spring football is like next month in February. You know what I'm saying? So they don't have the.
No, I think he was talking about the Alabama thing.
Oh, okay. I was going to say. Yeah. Well, he did it, but I'm going to tell you the thing about that, they don't have to, you know what I'm saying? He don't have to win big.
Yeah, exactly.
Just win. You ain't got to win big down there. Avery Johnson kept that job and he wasn't doing nothing.
He kept for a minute too.
Yeah, he wasn't doing nothing, man. People forgot that he was down there. He wasn't doing nothing. So, it's just a style of play. Like I said, the thing about it is Rick did pride himself on defense, and that's what people want to see. Mm-hmm. That even if that offense is not going, you're going to play some defense and make it miserable for the next man. You're going to block shots. You're going to get steals.
Right.
All that. And so, get some athletic players in here. Get some shooters. You can get all that. You can get all that, period. Right. But you got to want it. You got to go ahead and do it. You just can't get a whole team full of project players. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. Right. But we're working on him, and nah, not at all. And thing about it is the grad transfer, the transfer portal, whatever how you want to call it, it's free agency now.
Absolutely. You're right.
So that's a part of the game. Until they say go back and say, now you got to stay out a whole year. That's part of the game. So you got to be smart about it. You don't put your whole team with it. Right. It's okay to just say, okay, let me bring Mark in here. He's going to add some solid depth. You know what I'm saying? You can't be your point guard every year. It can't be your, you know what I'm saying, your starting center. This add pieces and keep it moving. Not the whole team.
Not the whole team.
One thing that got to me is when he brought in 8 new players. 8 new players?
Right.
How's that going to work?
Not at all.
And it didn't. As far as we know, I don't know.
Right.
McGee's coming.
Right, we're going to see what happens.
It may, you know what I'm saying? He might go back. If they do that, then I'm like, dude, y'all really put it on him. Y'all made him lose his mind.
Right.
That type of stuff. And so there's some other names out there floating around. You have Dominic Yates. Come on, brother. When you said I think who was the LSU coach, Will Wade, man, he's on tape talking about taking money. Ain't nobody want that cat. Man, they better not bring him in there. Jesus Christ. I'm just saying, I know Louisville lost their mind and got rid of their player, coach, all this. Right. But heck, coach also had some extortion and some strippers. So, we had all kinds of crazy stuff. That's why he really got, accumulation thing.
Yeah.
It was just, this kept on going, so that was the problem with that one. But, it's some people, you know what I'm saying, other people that people may be thinking, I was brought up Shaka, you know what I'm saying, but even though Shaka was at Texas, he didn't produce. Maybe some schools are just too big for you.
Right.
Know? And we know that Louisville basketball is bigger than Texas. Texas got all the money. We know that.
Right.
But as far as basketball, it's night and day.
Mm-hmm.
They just happy. Yeah, they just had to rent them because they had oil money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't have good players. They ain't never done nothing. That kind of stuff. So that kind of scares me with that. Right. I even heard Scotty Davenport, God bless him, talking about, look, even to come in to stop gap for about 2-3 years, get it back, track this case, whatever boom is coming, doom and gloom and all this kind of stuff. I would say this. It's going to be way, way, way. That list is going to be ridiculous as far as people who want to come. You know what I'm saying? Just think your school still leaders are Yeah, and Seaver. They dogged them out. They were straight dogs, point blank, big time. And you want that? And that's playing that man-to-man D.
Yeah.
Because he let them go ahead. Y'all got that.
Right.
Pressure them the whole game. Then they switching. Okay, you come here. I got you. You know, so it makes no difference on them. But they got back in that zone. They played the passing lanes. They was able to do all that. That's what's important. You know, be active, not just a hand down, man down the whole time. Or this this is the worst stance to me. When a dude's underneath the basket and you 7 foot tall, he's 6'7",
right,
and you don't jump. Come on, man, that's horrible. You know, and then for all the people talking about Jay Wright, stop it. If they're able to pull him, not only are they paying that cat $8 million a year, it's something going on. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a made man. He's good right there. Mm-hmm. He's Gucci. You know what I'm saying? Good. He's Gucci. So on that one, you know, I think we're gonna see a ton of names, man. But I'm just saying, please, Universal Louisville, because I know Josh heard the acting AD was talking about, hey, I'm going hard. He said, you know, if they let him, he's hiring them. You know, he's gonna do whatever, whatever he's gonna bring me in, all this kind of stuff. So, you know, he's already talked to Jay. He didn't say Jay's name, but he done talked to him to ask him about what he considered U of L being. Mm-hmm. And he said it's a top 10 job, hands down. He didn't say his name, but he's going to talk to a coach. Yeah. And that's who his ties in is with Villanova.
Right.
So, you know, don't bring no Penny Hardaway.
Oh, no.
Don't bring...
What's that? You just threw me off with that one.
Don't bring no Tom Crean. No. Look, we ought to have a list where we X out the players that you don't, the coaches that you don't do. Right. Look, we don't want him. We don't want him. We don't want no garbage. Somebody even say Buzz Williams don't want him. You know what I'm saying? Like his coach is like, nah, don't even do that because you know coaches are reaching out and the agents like, hey, what? No, sir.
He said no. He said no.
I got a question for you, and you can answer this. I got a question for you. I almost rolled your car over. I did. I came close, but I got a question for you. So, do you consider, because they consider Xavier, it's a notch above mid-major.
Yeah,
I'm saying because the Big East.
Exactly. Yeah, Big East.
The way Mack's last 2 years, mm-hmm. Would you say that Louisville basketball was mid-major?
Woo! Dang, you hit it with that one. That's he done brought us down to that level.
Right.
He done brought us down to that level. So he must forgot where he was at. He thought he was still in the Big East, huh? And then he put us back in the Big East. Now you overheard, brother.
And I can't even say Big East, and that's why I had to give respect because Big East got some dogs. They don't want some championships, right? Mm-hmm. So, I said Xavier, but hell, they had number one seed ahead of it's a nice basketball conference. But it's like the level of play. You can't even say, it wasn't ACC caliber.
No, it wasn't. And I see how you can move weed. That's good.
You know what I'm saying? It's as much as everybody talk, let's talk about it. I think it just fell completely off the table, and it was like, here we are.
It's almost like, do you think that he thought it'd be easy coming to Louisville? You know what I'm saying? Like, the competition is way harder over here. He probably thought, this is the breeze.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to figure the two different kind of competitions that you're dealing with.
Right. It's like
you wasn't playing the Dukes and North Carolinas and stuff over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you playing them up here, and I'm like, he probably like, this is harder than what I thought it was.
Yeah.
This how boy was in Jacksonville. It feel like we playing Alabama every week.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So, and the crazy thing is like, what that means is you had no player development, right?
Yeah.
So you doing this, and nobody's getting better, right?
Nobody.
Because, Warren and them was recruited by Rick Pitino.
Right.
David Johnson came because of Rick. And David Patton had it. So it's like, You wasn't developing no players.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Carly just knew it was a situation for him to play in the ACC. Carly Jones,
right.
He was a grad transfer, right?
Yep.
Christian Cunningham, he's from Christian County or something. You know what I'm saying? From the state of Kentucky.
Yeah.
I want to come back and get some of that love that, all this kind of stuff, he was before Carly. So it's like, okay, I can come and start in Louisville. Oh, yeah. So Absolutely. It's like, what, you can't name a player that he has recruited that he improved each year while he's been here.
Right.
You can't.
No,
he recruited Samuel Williamson, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brought him in. Hell, I'm tired of putting zeros and 2 points and 3 points on the scroll. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all he's getting.
Right. We loved him. we was loving him at first.
It's like, dude, this dude died like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you a top 25 consistent player and you're basically a role player, dude? You like the 8th player on the team. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
everything went down for him.
And one thing that we all know with Jalen Withers, we see that. That's gone. Malik hasn't improved a lick anyway. I know he's been hurt, but he's been there 6 years. He ain't improved. You know what I'm saying? Like, player development. So that goes back to the Big East, right?
Yep.
He was coaching the big men. What big man has been great for U of L since they've been there?
Right.
Enoch was already hurt.
Uh-huh.
Like, it was doomed. So what the people like, well, Big East was on staff.
Exactly. There's no excuse.
So I'm like, do you want that again? No, I don't want that again. I want them to play hard and do what they got to do. But that's it. It's time to go. Like, right. And if old boy don't get his stuff together next year, he's following suit. Satisfied. All that, clean that whole block.
Everything's gone.
Clean that whole block. Your days are number 2 if everything don't improve. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
everybody got to go.
And that's the whole thing. What have you seen that you can say to hang your head out and say, hey, man, that was great. So that was one of the best things that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they don't get it wrong on this next hire. I hope that they get it right.
Mm-hmm.
As far as style of play.
Yeah.
Recruiting.
Yep.
Competition, meaning schedule. What's the schedule going to look like? We're going to bring these dogs back on this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep.
What's going on with that? People person. Is he going to recruit the city of Louisville?
Right.
If they got some dogs there. And I mean, not even just dogs. I mean, like, you give walk-ons to dudes who don't deserve to be walk-ons. Right. You know what I mean? Inner city schools will die to play for Louisville.
Right.
To be a walk-on? Who's 6'7", 6'8"?
Right. Well, love
6'3", 6'4", 6'5", not no 5'2", 5'10", none of that crap.
Right.
So I mean, that's just keeping it real. So I just don't drop the ball on this one. Do what you got to do. Do your due diligence. But I think Josh is going to be like, boom, 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 boom. Only thing that can slow somebody down is that they still coaching.
Mm-hmm.
But if Kenny Payne knocks it out of the box and give them what they want, you can go get him now. He's with the Knicks. And Knicks have got you going to playoffs, but Kenny Payne might be available tomorrow.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. That kind of stuff. That's just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so, that's that whole thing. So, and that's my thing. So, make sure he takes care of everything, checks all your boxes, community person, all that. You're going to be a face of it. And one dude, before I cut off on this thing, don't be interviewing people because they black. One guy said, hey, so we can keep the people quiet, like, no, dude, there's black people who are qualified candidates. So, pipe that down. There's no affirmative action going on. There's some dudes who can qualify to be the head coach.
Right.
And at this time, everybody was like, now everybody's like, ooh, yeah, we want Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Bring Kenny and his connection. Well, hey, as long as his bench, his coaches, he surrounds himself is legit, we're good on that one. So hopefully he'll do that. and we can, go ahead and knock it out of the park and start this, because you don't want to wait too long, because first of all, if any of these players you're trying to keep that signed or committed, whatever signed, you're going to have to resell them on the program. And if them cats don't know about Kenny Payne, something wrong. They know about Bruce Pearl. And, Kenny Payne, if they had Nikes on their feet, they knew about Kenny. Right. That kind of stuff. Before we let you go, we got a little something